think I'm the kind of person that does things that are like a little bit crazy, a little bit outside of the box. But I like to do things like life experiences, because I feel like we can learn from a lot of things, that take us outside of our comfort zone.
Welcome to Off the Hanger, the fashion podcast where we dive deep into our guests' wardrobes, finding out their favourite fashion pieces and the stories behind them. This week is full of bridal goodness. We're talking to April Banbury. You might recognise her from Married at First Sight, but she's also the most incredible bridal designer. So we chat about all things wedding dresses, wedding shoes. She takes us through her gorgeous wardrobe and just some beautiful stories. And of course, there's a fashion fail in there that's definitely going to make you laugh. I hope you enjoy this episode. Quick one before we get started. I'm adding something new into the podcast. So if you've got a fashion dilemma, be that you're starting a new job and you don't know what to wear, or you're going to somebody's wedding and you want to look absolute fire, or maybe you've just lost your sense of style and would like some tips on how to get your mojo back. Each week, myself and the guest are going to be answering your fashion dilemmas. So send them in to offthehangapodcast@gmail.com, or you can get in touch via my DMs on Instagram and April, thank you so much for being a guest on Off the Hanger. It's super lovely to chat with you today. I can see already you have a room full of beautiful things that I'm dead excited to talk to you about.
I do, yeah. I'm literally sat in front of a costume. It looks a bit like a tree. Well, it is. It's an oak tree. I made it for a girl competing in the Miss Earth competition. So it's literally like hidden behind there. And yeah, so she couldn't take it with her. She couldn't fit it in her suitcase. So now it just like lives in my room.
It's beautiful. I love that. And we obviously know you from Married at First Sight, but
Yes.
actually your fashion credentials are exceptional as a designer and a beautiful bridal wear designer. But before we jump into the fashion side of it, I think people would really love to know about your Married at First Sight experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was an experience, but I think I'm the kind of person that does things that are like a little bit crazy, a little bit outside of the box. I mean, you can't get much crazier than marrying a stranger, can you, at the end of the aisle? But I like to do things like life experiences, because I feel like we can learn from a lot of things, that take us outside of our comfort zone. So yeah, that's kind of like who I am and the reason why I did it in a nutshell.
And did you manage to get any of your designs into the show?
I did. I actually made the wedding dress that I wore. Funny you should say that because I've just put a post on Instagram. I'm giving it away to one lucky winner for free because I thought I really want it to like have a second chance at love.
And I think that's always a really interesting thing with our wedding dresses. It's that we spend so much time and effort and money finding them, and they get worn for one day or maybe a couple of times. I saw Vicky Patterson at the BAFTAs had her wedding dress dyed, which I thought was a beautiful idea.
Yeah, I love that.
If you've got a dress like that, obviously that really works.
Yeah.
But for a lot of us, our wedding dresses look so much like a wedding dress. There's not that much else you can do with them. So the idea of then giving it away or passing it on to somebody else and getting to have that experience in it is a really lovely thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the one I've literally got it behind me. You could dye it black, and rewear it, but it is such a shame that you spend so long and so much effort trying to find it and then only wear it once. But I think when I do get married for real, my wedding dress, I'll probably wear it just in the house doing the housework because why not?
And I imagine you're going to make it.
I am 100%. Yeah, of course.
Do you have an idea in mind already, even though there might
Well,
not
because I'm surrounded by wedding dresses all day, every day. Like I eat, sleep, drink wedding dresses. Like my ideas are changing all the time. It really just depends what mood I'm in and what theme I'd want to go for a wedding. The thing is, I'm like severely single, so I don't even need to worry about that anytime soon, unfortunately.
This time to keep planning.
Oh yeah, I've got ages.
And did you love fashion as a child?
I did love fashion as a child. Yeah, like I always knew what I wanted to do since I was like so high. I sort of fell into bridal as the years developed after studying fashion at university. And then I was in the pageant industry, and I just love like the glitz and the glamorous like gowns. So I started making those for girls competing, like bespoke. On the side of that, I did like bridal tailoring. And then I was like, you know what, I want to actually design wedding dresses because they're so beautiful, and they really are like the most important dress of a woman's life. And to be part of like that experience is so like memorable and like heartwarming. Like I absolutely love it.
That's incredible. And what's the oldest thing in your wardrobe? Do you tend to hang on to things?
No, I don't. Well, if you'd asked me this question about a month ago, I would have been like, yes. But I've just had like a massive like spring clear out, which I really like to do for like, renewing like good energy. The oldest thing is probably this jacket, which is like nothing like exciting. It's just a Barber jacket that I have that is like, it's just good for everything. And I've had it, oh my God, since I was about 20, and I'm 30 something now, so that's a very long time.
Oh, the mark of good
But
quality though from Barber. If you can have a jacket
yeah,
like that lasts and lasts, because they've got to be really durable and hard wearing.
100%. I mean, that one's quite a light Barber jacket because it's what I find it good for is, the in between seasons when you don't really know what to wear. It's too hot for this, but it's too cold for that. That jacket will carry you through. And I think that's why it's been in my wardrobe for so long, because it really is that like sort of like awkward in between seasonal jacket.
And it's not the classic wax jacket. It's quilted, and then it's
No, it's quilted,
beautiful
yeah.
floral lining, which is just
Yeah,
like so unusual.
yeah. It
Yeah,
keeps you like warm, but also keeps you cool.
yeah, definitely. I think it's such a great style of jacket to have, and Barber as a name is unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
the history of the brand is,
exactly.
yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, what's the piece in your wardrobe that gets the most compliments?
The most compliments. Okay, so I wore this for like a Christmas party and I put it online. And oh my God, like just the whole night and all through Instagram, people just kept commenting on it. It is very glitzy because I'm a very glitzy person when I like to dress up.
Oh my,
It's amazing, isn't it?
that is
It's
incredible.
so. Oh, sorry, Mike. That's my cat attacking the bottom of it because she's knocking the tripod over. She's got excited. She's like, playtime. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that is.
from that's from an online boutique called Miu Miu's. Um, I love their stuff because they've got some really cool, like unique pieces and obviously like glitz and glam. Perfect for a Christmas party.
But I think it's so uniquely done. Obviously, you've got that
It is,
body
yeah.
that's still quite sculptural, but then you
It's
add
so
in all the
structured.
sparkle is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, super structured. I love it. I love like really like different unique things that are like wow factors.
It is a real showstopper. But then also, are you somebody who likes to rewear your wardrobe? Have you worn that many times,
I
or has it had a one?
No, I've worn it once because it's such like an out there piece. But I did because I loved it so much and I wanted to wear it again. I did do another like a little photo shoot in it. Like I've worn it to make content just because I absolutely love the way it makes me feel. But I've still got it in the wardrobe because I'm pretty sure I will wear it again at some point, just because it's so nice not to.
Yeah, it just needs the right occasion.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not really too fussed about wearing something more than once because you can just restyle it in a different way.
Exactly. That's it. And I think it's such a shame to buy pieces that we only wear once. I think if you're
I
going to
know.
rent it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
there's so many
exactly.
good rental platforms, just rent pieces.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, are you somebody who likes to splurge on your wardrobe? What is the most expensive piece in there? You don't have to tell us how much.
Well, I'd say the most expensive piece is probably the wedding dress that I made. Just because it is, I'll show you it. It's heavy. It's all hand beaded. So I don't know if you can see. Like
That's
the whole thing is like,
wonderful.
yeah. And then it has a massive like silk overskirt as well. So that was like meters and meters of silk, all like crystals, hand beaded. I mean, it's worth over about £5,000. So I'd say it's the most expensive piece, but obviously I won't be wearing it again. So
I do think it's really interesting when And I've realized a lot of this from watching TikToks. Obviously, I get all my best information from TikTok. It's people when they work out the cost of making something for then retail price. And I've been seeing quite a few videos recently where people have gone, I'm going to find a specific piece that's currently retailing for like 200 £300, and I'm going to make a version of it and see how much it costs in terms of materials, how much it costs in time. And sometimes it's way less, and then you think, oh, actually I'm not getting a great deal there. But then other times it's way more. The cost of actual bridal materials and materials really does start to explain why wedding dresses are the prices they are.
100%. Like there's huge, I mean, obviously there's different qualities of fabric. If you've got a satin or a silk, the price is going to be different. But then like the quantity of fabric that you're using that goes into like a wedding dress, it's not just one layer of fabric. You've got the lining, you've got the support that goes in, like the boning, the crinoline, you know, you've got the extra tulle layers if it's voluminous, you've got the underskirt. There's so many layers to it, and not to mention then the lace and the beadwork if it's sparkly. Like so many different elements all put together with the time it takes to make it. You know, you have to design it, then you have to pattern cut it, then you have to make a mock version of it, then you have to cut the real thing, you know, and it's like all those labor costs as well. Like it really does start to like rack up. So I can really appreciate the cost of wedding dresses because I know what's gone into them.
Yeah, I think people really underestimate it when they first go bridal shopping.
Yeah,
By
100%.
the costs, but I think it's they're not educated on the amount of work and the amount of fabric. And like you were saying, hand beading must just take forever.
Exactly. And it's like you really do pay, like you get what you pay for in terms of bridal. Like obviously if you've got a smaller budget, there are great options, you know, available for people who are on a low, you know, lower budget. I actually did some research and a couple of articles before looking for wedding dresses like under £1,000, under £100. Like you can like rent them, you can, you know, you can use people sell them on a website called Still White, you know, their own wedding dresses that you can get for a fraction of the price. So there are options available. But I think if you really want that luxurious quality, then you're gonna have to start, you know, putting a little savings pot to one side and saving the pennies, because they can cost a lot.
Exactly, and rightly so, very much rightly so.
Yeah, it's the most important dress ever.
Hi, I've got Emma's permission to interrupt this week's episode of Off the Hanger to introduce myself. My name's Grace and I'm the host of Quarter Life Questions, the podcast that makes adulting that little bit easier. Whether you're trying to save for a house deposit, build better habits, maybe you're trying to navigate dating, or even start your own business, I speak to the experts who offer up their honest advice to answer our quarter life questions. Unfortunately, adulthood does not come with a manual. I really wish it did at times, but fear not, because this podcast might be the next best thing. New episodes every Wednesday. I'll see you there.
What is the newest piece in your wardrobe?
Newest piece. Oh, that will be this Zara number that I got the other day. Let me grab it. Sorry to stick my bum in the camera. It's just like a little knitted two-piece, like co-ord, like little flared trousers and this little flared top. And I really love it. I think it's so chic and it's really bridal, which I love. Like it's a really cute bridal look as well. And I went and met a stockist and I wore it with some like little gold shoes and like drawing hair down. Yeah, I think it's like a really chic little cute piece. That's my newest.
It's the very clean girl aesthetic. I love.
Yeah, I do like a clean girl aesthetic. And yeah, I only got it like last week, and I don't think I've brought anything since then. So yeah, that's the newest piece.
Yeah, it looks great. And obviously a co-ord's brilliant because it's versatile. You can split it up and wear it as separate. So
Exactly.
Break together because it's that perfect match of fabric and colour. So I think, I love a good co-ord.
Same.
Are you quite sentimental about the pieces in your wardrobe? But what is your most sentimental piece?
Sentimental. I'm not usually with things, but with this, because there's a story behind it, I am. It's the dress that I won Miss Great Britain in, and I made it. So obviously I've kept it. I don't fit in it anymore, but I have kept it because it obviously has got like a lot of sentimental value. I'll show you. It's massive, so I probably won't be able to get it all in screen. But it's like
Oh, wow.
Be like off the
Oh, she's
shoulder.
Jessica Rabbit vibes from the top.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's like massive like fishtail. Like there's just like so much fabric to it. It's like, yeah, fitted and then like really like fishtail, exaggerated fishtail with a super long train with all like embellishment at the bottom of the train as well.
Oh,
So
it's
it's like,
gorgeous.
yeah.
It's so
And I
striking.
absolutely love it. Like that was like 5 years ago, and I'm still as obsessed with this dress now as when I first wore it. Like I don't see myself ever getting rid of it. Well, not anytime soon anyway. It's my favorite piece.
Have you worn it to anything else? Have you been able to wear it to any red carpets
No,
or...
I haven't. That's why I keep it there, because I'm like, one day there's going to be a red carpet event that calls for that dress. I can't really move too well in it, but
As long as you can just gracefully shuffle. That's all.
exactly, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
What is the piece in your wardrobe that most sums you up?
I would say so. It's this piece. I'm going to show you here. It's hanging right at the door. So obviously I haven't worn it, but in terms of like bridal, because I am like um all things bridal. I embody all things bridal. It's this dress that I made. It's in my collection, and it's a little mini. It's chantilly lace, which is quite classic, which I like. I like classic dressing. I like you said before, clean girl aesthetics. It's modern, but it's a bit cheeky as well. So it's like my personality and my style in like a just a cute dress. If I could wear a dress every day, it'd probably be something like this.
I love the silhouette of that as well. The fact that it's really nipped in at the waist, but then that exaggerated
Yeah.
flared out skirt.
It's like a tulip, like it's just exaggerated, like it's different, but it's also like, classic in terms of the lace. So yeah, I feel like that would be me in a dress 100%.
I bet it looks incredible on with that silhouette.
It's so cute. Like it's so cute. I love it.
Now, it's well documented on the podcast that I am a bit of a fashion disaster, that these malfunctions happen to me on a regular basis. I don't know why I bring that energy, I just do. But I feel most of us, in nearly 100 episodes, everybody can tell me at least one fashion fail or wardrobe malfunction that they've had. So would you like to share?
Oh my goodness, like the funniest story that I feel mortified even like thinking back at it, to be honest. I was on a date and I had these white trousers. I won't say where they're from. And they were like white tailored trousers, like super flattering. And we went for drinks after dinner and I'm sat down and I just feel like a little like I feel a bit more comfortable after I've eaten dinner. I'm like, these trousers are tight. Why if I looked down, the zip had broken
Oh,
and
no.
they're white trousers and I've got a little top on, so there's no covering the fact that because they're tight as well, so it's like pulling, it's a gaping hole, like the whole thing is gone. My underwear's on show and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell am I going to do? Like run to the women's bathroom. I'm like asking strangers if anyone's got like a pin or a hair grip. Luckily someone had a safety pin hanging on for its dear life that I had to safety pin together just so I could get back to the table and say I had to like make a swift exit. I'm like not feeling where I need to go. I don't say that my trousers are broken. I think I can't afford a decent pair of trousers or something.
I'd have been like, I just ate too much at lunch and then at dinner and then
I was like, what's happened? Like, honestly, mortified as I was walking from the table to the bathroom, just like, because there was no hiding it, like, at all. Like,
you were just walking along with your bag in front, just holding it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even, yeah, that would have been, like, I could have done that, actually. I was mortified. I was like, great. Well, this is probably a sign. There was no second date after that anyway, so that's all good.
The universe had your back. The universe was like, babe, this one's not for you. I
This
need
is not,
you out.
yeah, we need an out now, like.
Let's give you a swift exit. Here we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally. Let's just break your trousers.
Oh,
Embarrass you in the meantime.
Now, you love all things dresses and bridal, but are you also quite a shoe girl? Because I love a good bridal shoe. But what are your favourite shoes?
So, I was going to say funny story, but it's not funny. I actually prolapsed a disc in my spine a couple of years ago and I'm still in recovery. So I can't wear heels out. I can wear them for a few seconds or so to like make a video, a styling video or whatever. which I'm absolutely gutted about because I love heels. I used to live in them all the time. But I've got my favourite pair that I haven't been able to wear out and about yet because I can't wear heels yet. But as soon as I can, these are the first pair that I'm going to wear. They're by Steve Madden. My favourite shoes. I love them like so much. I'm obsessed. And they are a bridal shoe, but that could be worn like with the two-piece that I showed you from Zara. I feel like it looked really chic with those.
Oh, look. You see, I love a
How
sparkly shoe
I
with
know.
a metallic, a bow detail.
I love bows, I love sparkles, and I love Steve Madden. So,
They're just everything.
they're just so cute and chic. Yeah, exactly. And I'm, like I said before, my injury was like a huge heel person. So those are going to stay nicely wrapped up until I'm better, and then I can like wear them 24/7.
But I think I love that balance when you get a shoe that's sort of a bridal shoe. It does work in
Yeah,
a scenario, but also is just a really beautiful shoe you
yeah.
could wear at any time.
Exactly. And that's what I say to all of my brides. Like when they're like, I don't know, bridal shoes, they're like, all the bridal shoes, just like, oh, I wouldn't wear them again. I was like, don't think like, oh, I must get like a stereotypical bridal shoe. Get something that you will wear again. If you can see it with your wedding dress, great. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Then you can wear them again. So don't get the stereotypical boring bridal shoe. Get something fun.
Exactly. And I think a lot of designers and really big shoe brands suddenly tapped into that a few years ago and went, actually, we're missing a trick here by not creating a little collection of shoes that are
Yeah.
suitable for brides. Because
Yeah.
it's the perfect day to go, right, actually, would I normally splash out £300-400 on a pair of shoes? No, but it's my wedding, so I'm going to treat myself. And then, the ones that spring to mind for me are the beautiful Jimmy Choos, with the
Yes, my
gold
favourites as
bow on the
well.
back. Oh,
Yeah. Those, I think the Jimmy Choo bridal wear collection, like that they have the shoe is possibly my favourite. Bridal wear. I do like Steve Madden's got a few nice pieces in there that I've seen pop up as well that I do love. Manolos, I like a Manolo as well because again it's like quite a classic and you can rewear them again. Also you can dye Manolos. So if you get an ivory Manolo, you can dye them and then rewear them, which again I love. So yeah,
I love, I've mentioned it quite a few times, the seam. So the seam are a company you obviously do restorations and repairs, dyeing, and I love watching their Instagram of them painting the shoes.
Yeah, they're so cool. I love that as well. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, mesmerizing. Now, what is your dream fashion item that you would love to own? Is there anything on your lust list that you don't yet possess?
This is going to sound really cringy, but I think the dream fashion item, it would be, I don't know, like it doesn't exist yet, but it would have to be something that I'm going to make in the future that would like be maybe like iconic or award winning. I feel like for me, that would be rather than something from another designer, like, I don't know, like a Chanel bag or, whatever. I think it would have to be something that I've made that would, be an award winning piece.
I love that. I love that. Also, I love the idea of a piece of yours being on like the Met Gala carpet.
Yes, that is the dream.
Best dressed on the Met Gala carpet, and it's one of
that is the absolute dream. So that would be like, that is what I want in my wardrobe. That is literally what I want.
Okay, so follow-up question: who would be your dream celeb to dress for the Met Gala?
Oh my God, there's too many. I couldn't even like pinpoint it. I mean, it would be obviously a dream come true to do someone from royalty, because I used to work for a designer and she did a lot of pieces, gave a lot of pieces to Kate Middleton. So that would be a dream. I feel like that's reaching, but you've got to aim high, right?
Absolutely. And that's not reaching that high.
No, I'm so like I adore the royal family. I'm like quintessentially British. So I feel like for me and like where my collection is, like that would just be, I would like to head more like that way, in terms of a celebrity to dress, I think.
I love that. It's very classy, very nice.
Thank you.
Now, is there a piece of fashion advice you would have given to your younger self?
I would probably say to my younger self, don't care what other people think and don't feel like you have to follow trends. Like, dress for your personality and who you are on the inside. Because I feel like when you are confident in what you're wearing, that confidence radiates and then people are drawn to you. You know, you can really express yourself by the clothes you wear and they can really tell a story about you. So yeah, don't do what you think society, to fit in with, society and the norm. Just do you.
That is the best advice to finish on. Thank you so much for being a guest. I've
You're
loved
welcome.
chatting with you.
Love chatting with you as well. Thank you for having me.
Well, I do hope you enjoyed that chat. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, follow, leave a rating, a comment, a review, any of the fabulous things that I'm supposed to ask you to do. See you next time.